Good morning, good afternoon and good evening YouTube. What's going on? It's your boy Joey Does Tech and welcome yourselves back to a brand new video. I'm going to be showing you how to clean your PS4 Slim. Let's get into it. In order to clean your PlayStation 4 Slim, there are a few tools that I'd recommend. The main tool being a screwdriver, followed by a Phillips head, a T8, a T9, an 8H, a 9H, along with a prying tool, a can of air and a toothbrush. Feel free to pause the video if you think I'm going too fast. Let's move on to taking it apart. Navigate to the back of your PlayStation 4 and you should see a black warranty sticker covering up a screw. You do need to remove this sticker if you want to carry on taking the PlayStation apart, and it will void the warranty. Take a Phillips screwdriver and undo the screw. You'll find that next to the screw you've just taken out there is a clip which holds in the hard drive. Take this off, it's really simple, and this should unveil another screw. Again, take your Phillips screwdriver and remove it. Now rotate the PlayStation to the right or clockwise if you prefer, and it will show the hard drive. There's a little bit of flimsy plastic that you can take hold of to remove it, so slowly and gently pull that towards you. You can see from this angle how easily it comes out. Now navigate again to the back of the PlayStation where the power supply unit is. This part is possible to do with your hands, but I prefer to do it with a prying tool. You're going to take the prying tool, wedge it in between and slowly lift up. This will release the bit of plastic next to the power supply. Now move to the opposite side of the PlayStation and gently lift towards yourself. This will release the back cover. I would strongly advise to give this a good clean with your can of air, as you can get a lot of dust build-up in the bottom of the case. And also make sure you're in a well ventilated area. Now slowly and carefully flip your PlayStation 4 over and remove the clips at the top of the PlayStation. Once you've removed the clips, you should be able to lift it and slide it down, and make sure again to give this a good clean with your can of air. Next, take your T9 screwdriver and remove the following screw. Next, take your H9 screwdriver and remove the one opposite. Slowly and gently remove the metal shielding. Now turn the PlayStation over and remove the following Phillips screw. For those interested, this actually holds in the power supply from the back side. Once again, flip the PlayStation over and remove the screw that's holding in the antenna at the bottom of the console. Next, you're going to have to remove the antenna from the console. There is a wire underneath the antenna that wraps it around the chassis. This next angle should show that a little bit better. Now we remove the 4 Phillips screws that hold the power supply unit in place. Once you've done this, you should now be able to pull the power supply out of the console. You do need to give it a bit of force, but not too much because you don't want to break the plastic. Then move the antenna cable away from the power supply unit, making sure to keep it in place with the plastic underneath. There is a cable connecting the power supply unit to the console. We just need to pull that out to take out the power supply. There can be a lot of dust buildup in your power supply unit, which is why I would again recommend take your can of air and just try and release as much dust as possible. Mine doesn't look too bad because I have done this in a video previously. Next, you want to grab your Phillips screwdriver and remove the 9 screws that I'm pointing to. It is possible that there might be 10 Phillips screws because I might have lost one in the previous video. Just remove all the Phillips you can see on this plate. Finally, remove the big H9 screw you can see in the middle. It might be possible to use a T8 or T9 in this process, but H9 fit best for me. Now slowly lift off the plating. Now we have the main attraction. This is where majority of your dust buildup is going to be other than the PSU. The fan will rotate clockwise, pushing the dust and air through the metal heatsink, which is the metal part below the fan. Take your can of air and use it to remove any dust that you might find in this particular area. Next, we're going to hold the fan in place whilst we take a toothbrush and slowly brush the fins. This will release any dust. Now back to the can of air to remove any fragments. Easy as that, good job. You've now cleaned your PS4. Now let's put it back together and hope it still works. Take the metal shielding, put it back on the PlayStation and screw in your H9 screw you removed earlier. Then move on to the Phillips screwdriver and put those ones back in as well. Next, you want to grab your power supply unit and put the cable back in it from the console. Then ensure that the metal antenna is not in the way and slowly push your power supply back down, whilst you make sure you thread the antenna cable back through where you took it out in the first place. You're going to want to make sure that the antenna lines up with the plastic on the back of the console. It should just slot in place. Then take the Phillips screw for the antenna and put this back in. Next, grab the flimsy metal shielding you removed earlier and take your H9 screwdriver bit and screw it back in. Now do the same with the T9. Next, take the 4 Phillips screws you removed earlier and put them back in the PSU. Flip the PlayStation back over and put the Phillips screw back in that holds the power supply unit in place from behind. Now from this angle, follow the direction that the PlayStation logo is facing and gently push it back down onto the console. You should hear a few clicks. Flip the PlayStation back over to the other side, then slide the bottom cover back on, gently pushing it at the top to secure it in place. The open holes on the back of the shell will line up with the power supply unit, HDMI and other components at the back. Now we put the hard drive back in with the circular disc facing the top side of the PlayStation, followed by taking that shiny silver screw with the PlayStation buttons on and screwing it in to secure the hard drive in its place. Now grab the warranty screw and put that back where the warranty sticker was. Last but not least, take the plastic covering that covers the hard drive on the PlayStation shell and put this back. This slots in really easy. And there we have it. A good job well done. You have now taken apart a PS4 Slim, cleaned it and put it back together. On my YouTube channel, you can expect to see a variety of videos from how-to guides, repair tech videos from a beginner's perspective, and even modifications to consoles. If you did enjoy this video and you found it easy to follow, please consider subscribing and hitting the thumbs up button as it greatly helps the channel. Wherever you are, I hope you have a great weekend, great evening, great morning, whatever it is you're doing. Thanks for watching and peace.
Really, I don't see the benefits now when you've broken my trust, so I just wonder, why do I fall back to you?